NAACP has become the latest organization to sue Donald Trump over his choice to end the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program known as DACA. It is also suing U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions and others in the Trump administration on behalf of people of color eligible for DACA. Yesterday in New York, several elected leaders were among 10 people arrested outside of Trump Tower. They were protesting Trump's decision to end the program, protecting immigrants who arrived in the U.S. illegally as children from being deported. The NAACP notes that more than 80% of DACA recipients are Mexican and more than 50,000 others who are eligible for DACA have African and Caribbean origins. Joining us right now is Derek Johnson, interim president and CEO of the NAACP. What, Derek, is the legal basis for why suing Trump?
Well, we believe it's a violation of due process and administrative acts. For the NAACP, we've always recognized the African diaspora. We have individuals who migrate here from the Caribbean, Jamaica, particularly the African continent, and all of us come here from somewhere else. And if this country give a promise, we should honor that promise. We should not be in the business of changing the administration. People rely on a promise, and then they have put themselves at risk. We're talking about individuals who are productive citizens. And as a result of that, we felt it necessary to take action.
It was interesting. You have attorneys generals who are also suing Trump over this. We saw how they lost a significant number of cases when it came to the ban on Muslims as well. With the travel ban, they had to go back and change it. This administration, especially Jeff Sessions, I mean, this is what he's always wanted to do, and they really don't care if you and others sue.
No, well, the issue here is this administration is appealing to the lowest common denominator of this nation. Our goal of the NAACP is to ensure that everyone have equal protection under the law. If we don't have that, we have chaos. We have always operated from a space that the legal principles that we all are governed by should apply equally, and if they do not, we should take action. We cannot stand idly by and watch not only individuals from Latin America, but understand that the diaspora of individuals from Africa also will be impacted and do nothing.
You know, Roland, one of the most important things about this particular lawsuit is that DACA, and the administration rather, is being challenged. Remember, the 10 attorney generals never sued to challenge DACA because the administration backed down. The administration never tried to defend this executive order, so we don't know whether it's legal or illegal. But this lawsuit right here by NAACP, hopefully the judiciary is going to answer those questions once and for all, because the administration could have defended this. They could have put forth a defense to it and gotten a judicial decision. They didn't want to because of their political core base. They put it to the House and Senate. It's not clear what they're going to do, no matter all the rhetoric that we're hearing from both sides. And so this lawsuit's really important. It'll be interesting to see what the feds say in response to this lawsuit. And so we need to watch closely. I haven't seen the lawsuit. I don't know whether you're asking for a TRO or any type of injunctive relief, because if you did, or if the lawsuit does, you get an answer even quicker in the federal judiciary.
And we are actually
terrific.
You know, understanding that we have 3 branches of government. The reason why the past administration issued this executive order because Congress refused to act, and as a result, President Obama acted.
And not clear they're going to act.
And it's not clear they're going to act.
Right.
And so we keep operating as if there are 2 branches of government. There's a 3rd branch of government, and NAACP said we want the 3rd branch of government to speak to this issue, because when you give a contract and people rely on that contract, this nation, just like individuals, should be required to follow through on that contract.
Absolutely. I just want to say publicly that we really appreciate what you're doing and what the NAACP is doing, because doing nothing is not an option.
Exactly.
So, thank you.
And as a Nigerian and a Nigerian immigrant who came to this country myself when I was very young, I also appreciate what you guys are doing, because oftentimes the face of immigration, oftentimes the face of immigrants is from those from Spanish-speaking countries. And I love the fact that you made it a point to say, no, there's other immigrants from Africa and the Caribbean.
I was going to say, and that is so important, because the pushback that I've received from people, from black folks, you know, honestly, is that why are we in this issue? It's not about us. And I think having the NAACP take this step helps them to really be able to open up and understand that this actually impacts our community. I say to people all the time, 116th Street in Harlem, White Plains Road in the Bronx, that's where our people live, who some of them are not even here under DACA. What do you think is going to happen when they come looking for the DACA folk in your community?
And also what a lot of our folks have to understand is who's also aligning with voting. So Mexico, folks from the Dominican Republic, folks from Puerto Rico,
That's right.
folks from many of those countries. And so understand all that impacts. Derek, we appreciate it. Thank you so very much.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no. That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.